Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Faruk, and here is our student.
Nice to meet you. I'm Celine, and today I will be assisting Mr. Faruk.
My name is Faruk. I am a teacher. I am a physics teacher. I have been teaching for over 25 years. And also I was a director of some schools. I recently moved to Bulgaria this summer, actually. And I will try to learn some Bulgarian soon. This is a wonderful country. I'm really happy to be here. I will introduce myself, and then Celine is going to introduce herself, and then we will ask you to introduce yourself. Okay, and then we will continue with the program. I'm meanwhile accepting new students. So we are here in Sofia in Drujba school, and what I like here, I like the country, I like the nature, I like the school, I like the students, and it's a wonderful opportunity for me to be here. And today with you guys to discuss about tolerance. What I want to say is what I like besides profession. I want you to know I like walking in the nature, cycling, skiing. Soon we are going to have the ski season starting, and I am really eager to go to the beautiful mountains in Bulgaria and ski with family and friends. So this is about me, very short. And Celine, can you please introduce yourself? By the way, I saw Celine last year in these forums. In that forum, she was a student. Now she is assistant.
Yes, I'm very thankful for this opportunity. And I would like to also shortly introduce myself. My name is Celine. I'm a student at Drujba School. I've been a student since 8th grade. I am now 9th grade. It was quite a journey for me to be here because I'm not originally from the big city, Sofia. I'm from a small village, and I came here to study and chase my dreams. What I really like about the country is not only its people, it's also beautiful nature and lots of attractions. Some of my hobbies include programming and I guess you could say sports. I'm very thankful to be here. Last year, I was indeed a participant, but this year I'm a host along with Mr. Faruk Erduran. Like I said, I'm thankful to be here, and I'm also thankful to everyone who has decided to take time out of their day to join us on this amazing event.
Thank you, Celine. Now, can we learn about the participants? Can we start with participants from Bulgaria and then Romania? We can continue. Bulgaria, Emma?
Right, well, my name is Emma. I'm from Bulgaria, and I have been studying in Drujba school since 4th grade, so yeah.
What about your hobbies, Emma?
I guess my hobbies are reading and annotating books, and that's basically it.
Okay, thank you. I see Emma every day coming to school with these thick books. And each time I see her is a different book.
Exactly.
Thank you, Emma. Next person, anybody else from Bulgaria?
Me. Hi, my name is Gabby. I'm from Bulgaria, and I've been studying in Drujba school since first grade. First grade, yeah.
What are some of your hobbies?
I like watching movies, but I don't think I have any hobbies or something I like to do in my free time.
That's okay. Thank you for your answer.
You're welcome.
Anybody else from Bulgaria? Is there
Yes, hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me or no? Because I have a slight problem with my microphone, so.
I couldn't hear.
Problem with his camera. Well, could you still please introduce yourself? It's okay.
Can you hear me first?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so my name is Simon. I'm from Drujba, Plovdiv. I have been studying there since 8th grade, and my hobbies are programming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, anybody else from Bulgaria?
Yes. My name is Besma. I've been studying Drujba Plovdiv since kindergarten, and my hobbies are reading and listening to music.
That's a great hobby. Thank you.
Thank you, Besma. If we finished Bulgaria, can we see the students from Romania? From Bucharest? Anybody from Bucharest? Nobody from Bucharest? I saw somebody from Constanța. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Do you hear me?
You arrived at home safely? He was
Yeah.
in our school recently. That's why I'm asking if he arrived home safely.
Yeah, I arrived home safely.
That's great to hear. Tell us something about yourself. Introduce yourself.
So my name is Victor. I'm a student of Spectrum Constanța. I've been studying here for 7 or 8 years, and I had a great time in my school. And I usually enjoy playing sports and going outside.
Great. Thank you for your answer. Is there someone else from Romania who would like to introduce themselves?
Yes, my name is Daria Pacea. I'm from International Computer High School of Constanța. I'm studying here since the 9th grade and I'm in the 10th grade now. My hobbies are watching documentaries and learning about historical things from Romania and other countries too.
Wow, writing documentaries. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you, Daria. Mulțumesc. Next person. Ploiești, I see.
Yeah, I'm from Ploiești. My name is Ruxandra. I'm 12 years old and I've studied at Spectrum Ploiești for the past 9 years. I enjoy playing sports and also hanging out with my friends. Thank you.
Thank you, thanks you. You were also here with the visiting students from the student council, right? I remember you. Mr. Teodorov was very happy to see you. He worked there in Ploiești. Anybody else from Romania?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
My name is Irina. I'm from Spectrum Cluj. I'm in the 8th grade. I've been in Spectrum since kindergarten, and I really like playing basketball or any type of sport.
Thank you very much. And anybody else from Romania that we didn't hear? No? Okay, we can continue with Moldova, Orizont schools. I was there last weekend actually.
Someone introduced themselves in the chat.
Nika Gojan. Hello everyone. Can you read?
Hello everyone, my name is Nika. I'm a feminist and I'm grateful to be here today to talk about important social issues. I want to apologize for not being able to turn on my microphone and camera. Similar to Celine, I don't live in the city, but rather far away from it. So I haven't managed to get home yet. Still on the road, but happy to engage through text messages. Thank you for taking the time to be here and putting in the effort. I'm sure it's been a long journey and you'd rather be resting right now, but still, thank you.
Thank you, Valencia. Anybody else from Republic of Moldova?
Hello, I'm Dan.
Okay, I will not close the session. Yes, Dan, we can hear you. We can't hear you. We will hear you.
Hello, I'm Dan. I'm from Orizont. I'm from Moldova, and I can't wait to share my experience with you here. I can't wait to talk about this very interesting topic. And good luck to everyone.
Wow.
Can you tell us about your hobbies, Dan? What do you like? He's gone.
I think he seems to be having technical difficulties.
Maybe. Okay, we continue, please. Anybody else from Moldova?
Yes, hello. My name is Alexandra. I'm from Moldova. I'm studying in Orizont Dorlești, and I'm studying here since 8th grade, and now I am 11th grade. I like to paint, to read, and to go out with my friends. And sometimes I'm helping another persons when they need me. Like, I am always there for them. Like, for my friends, for someone that needs help. Thank you.
That's great. You seem like an awesome person. Thank you.
Thank you. Has everybody introduced himself or herself?
I haven't.
Please.
Hi, I'm Vanessa.
Hi, I saw you. I saw you last weekend somewhere. I don't remember where, but I saw you.
Yeah, I know. I was there. I represented Orizont in Orizont Dorlești, yes. So hi, I'm Valencia. Some of you I think know me, Roxy, and anyways, I'm from Orizont Dorlești, and that's kind of it. Yep. And nice to meet you all.
What are some of your hobbies?
What?
What are some of your hobbies?
I dance, and I love reading. Yeah.
Thank you. That's great to hear.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Hello, I have also not introduced myself yet.
Go ahead.
I'm Ana. Yeah, I'm from Moldova. I'm 17 years old. I'm in 11th grade, and I'm very passionate about tolerance, and I think empathy is a very good quality that people need to have. I'm also a feminist, and I like to get involved in volunteering activities of any kind. And I like to be involved in the society I live in. So yeah, that's about me.
That's great to hear.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Without losing any more time, I'm going to share a screen with you about the tolerance. Where is it? It's here. Okay, share. Okay, now can you see the slideshow?
Yes, we can.
Okay, one moment, please. I have to open it from here and make it a slideshow. Okay, International Day for Tolerance. Today, 16th of November is the International Day of Tolerance. And who declared this day as Tolerance Day? Anybody who has idea? Who has declared? I gave a small clue. You have seen it, maybe? Okay, in 1996, United Nations declared today, 16th of November, as the International Day of Tolerance. Before, people were also tolerant. Some people were not very tolerant, but United Nations declared this as an International Day to promote tolerance. Besides the United Nations declaration, UNESCO also declared some principles of tolerance. And you know what is UNESCO? What is the difference between the United Nations and UNESCO? Can somebody explain me? United Nations, UN. What about UNESCO? What is UNESCO? What does it have to do with UN? United Nations Economic, Social, Cultural Organization. It's a body under United Nations, okay? And they are doing a lot of activities for peace, for children, etc. And the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights says everyone has the right to freedom, thought, conscience, and religion. Okay, this is the declaration of the United nations, as human beings, we have the right to be free, and our thoughts and our conscience and our religions, we can express themselves. This is United Nations Declaration. I will just make this small so I can see what does it say. Here is a quote I took from United Nations, which says tolerance is respect, acceptance, and appreciation of the rich diversity of our world's cultures, our forms of expression, and ways of being human. So respect, accept, and appreciate the diversity. This is United Nations things that they try to highlight. Why the United Nations declared this? Because they wanted to end the wars in the world. In the world, there were a lot of wars, and by promoting tolerance, they wanted to end the wars. Unfortunately, there is still war going on in the world, but at least they are trying to reduce this. This is one of their aims. Faith in the fundamental human rights is another thing. Humans have rights, and everybody can think differently. They can have different cultures, they can have different languages, they can have different, but we as human beings need to be able to tolerate the differences and focus on the similarities between each other. Dignity and worth of human person is another word that sentence I highlighted. We need to learn how to live in peace, together in peace, and we have to combat racism. Okay, tolerance is fostered by knowledge, openness, communication, and freedom of thought, conscience, and belief. I'm going to pass this very quickly because I don't want to waste too much time from allocated time for you. That's why I am closing this. I just want to share something with you and then continue with the stop sharing. One moment. Okay, I see now. Thank you. Thank you, Celine. When I came to Bulgaria, it's a different culture. I lived in Romania for 20 years. When I came here, I was talking with the principal of our school. She's Bulgarian, Miss Svetla. I was talking in English, of course. And when I was talking, I was explaining her something. She was doing like this. And I was saying, why does she not agree with me like this? Later on, I found out this in Bulgarian culture, it means you approve, you agree like this. In the culture where I grew up, this means no, I don't agree with you. But here in Bulgaria, it means yes. Yeah. What is this?
It's no.
This is no, but in my culture, I still couldn't get used to this. But we have to understand the cultures in order to not cause any problems. So this is really important to learn about cultures, to understand. Here we are together from different countries, different cultures, and I am sure everybody has different experiences, but we have to learn how to live together. Let's continue and ask the first question. We will start with Romania, and we will ask students to talk between 1 to 3 minutes. Okay, 1 to 3 minutes. One student from each country. We will start with Romania, and then we will continue. We will go north to Moldova, and then come back to Bulgaria. Now, Bulgaria, are you ready? The first question is, what does it mean to understand the other person? Is there a difference between tolerance and tolerability? What is it? Who wants to talk about this from Bulgaria? Yes, I can see. From Bulgaria? Who wants to talk about this? What does it mean to understand the other person? Is there a difference between tolerance and tolerability? What is it? Bulgaria? Gabi, are you here?
Yeah, I am. I just understood that we would start with Romania. Okay. First, I'm going to start by explaining what I think understanding someone means. I think that to understand someone is to see what they're, not to see, but to feel what they're thinking, what they are feeling, or what is hurting them. It is to see when someone is struggling, to see what makes them happy, sad, angry, jealous, or even scared. That requires a lot of patience. And I think that nowadays it is very hard to understand people because they keep themselves more closed to others. Something else that requires a lot of patience is tolerance. That means to understand someone, to wait for someone, to not rush them, to respect them and their opinions, and to accept them, their behavior, their beliefs. And you should do that even if you disagree with them. Because just because you don't believe something is true, that doesn't mean you should disrespect the person who's thinking it. The difference between tolerance and tolerability is that tolerability is the ability to tolerate. It's how much you can tolerate something. If we talk a bit more medically, tolerability is the tolerance people have for certain medications. That some people have used these medications their whole life, so they don't affect them as much, or they just need a higher dose for it to affect them. One more thing, I think that for everyone, these three things mean different things. So I don't believe there's a true answer to these questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gabi. Anybody else who wants to talk from Bulgaria? If not, we will continue to Romania.
Well,
Yes, Emma.
Okay, so the first question is, what does it mean to understand the other person? Well, it means that you may not agree with their values and what they believe, but you have to understand it and be patient with them, even if you don't agree with their opinion and something else. And what is the difference between tolerability and tolerance? Well, as Gabby said, tolerability is your ability and your level to understand something. Yeah, how do we detect tolerance? Well, tolerance has a lot to do with virtues and patience. And yeah, so which person can we call tolerant? Well, which person can we call tolerant? A tolerant person is someone who may not agree with your feelings or point of view, but they recognize how you feel and accept that your view is different from theirs. And that's my opinion. Sorry, I'm so awkward. And yeah, that's my opinion.
That was a great answer. Thank you for having the courage to say it.
Thank you, Emma. Can we move on to Romania? Who wants to talk from Romania? Yes, Ruxandra, you want to talk? You want to say something about this?
Okay, sure. So first of all, tolerance is putting yourself into someone else's shoes. Therefore, you can understand how the other person feels. Tolerance can also mean communication, which is the key to a healthy relationship in between any person or group. In our school, personally, tolerance is really accentuated because if you tolerate, that means that you're not bullying and you're not making fun of other people. So I think that tolerance is the key to having a great school because children will come to your school more happy, so they will learn better, so they'll have better results. Also, we can detect tolerance by a person's actions, reactions, words, and non-verbal communication. Tolerance can also be seen in collaboration activities. People that are tolerant can stand out. Become resilient is not a common trait. Tolerance is important to every one of us. It can create a better school environment and make children and also teachers feel more excited about going there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ruxandra. The name of the former director of school in Constanța, Victor knows, Ruxandra. Ruxanda. There is a difference between the two names. Thank you for tolerating my mistake to pronounce your name. But today is Tolerance Day. The next person, who else wants to talk about this question from Romania? Yes, Daria?
I want to talk about tolerance. I think this is the most important thing in creating a relationship with the person next to you. If you can tolerate his or her action, and you can take everything he does as good, you can have a relationship with that person. Tolerance is important in school too, because if we are not tolerant with our colleagues and we make fun of them and we are not patient with their actions and their studying rhythm, we cannot have a good communication. And with our teachers too, if we are not tolerant with them and they are not very tolerant with us, we cannot have a better good communication too, and it will make our studying harder.
That's a great answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daria. Anybody else from Romania who wants to say a few things about this question?
I could say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Irina.
Yes. So I think that tolerance means not only empathy, but compassion. We need to learn how to respect other people's choices and opinions. And it is a crucial part in our life, not only in our school, but in everyday life. I believe that without tolerance, we lose a sense of humanity. And I think there is a big difference between tolerance and tolerability, because tolerability is the boundaries of tolerance, because we cannot give our tolerance away to people who don't deserve it. So there needs to be some boundaries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else who would like to share their opinion on this matter?
If not, we can continue with Moldova, Republic of Moldova. Anybody from Moldova? Alexandra?
Yes.
You want to say a few things about this?
Yes. To understand someone means to know how they feel and why they believe in the way they do. The role of empathy, it comes to understanding others, remember similar experience that you have or had to go through, and recognizing the difference between your point of view and the other person's. Yes, I guess it's a difference between tolerance and tolerability. Tolerance can be briefly defined as allowing the existence of other people's beliefs, actions, or practices, even though you do not agree, or even you don't like them. Tolerability is the quality or state of being tolerant. Thank you so much.
That's a great answer.
Thank you, Alexandra. Anybody else who wants to talk about this question from Moldova?
Yes. I think I can talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please,
okay.
Valencia.
Yes. First of all, I think I should start with understanding. I'll answer the first question. What does it mean to understand the other person? So basically, understanding the other person, in words, it's like really seems easy. It's easy, you know. It seems easy, you know. I mean, just listening to someone and like understanding him. Well, I strongly believe that it's way more complex than that. Understanding someone is looking into their soul, even though most of them like will never let you do that. Understanding someone is finding the right key, finding the right word so you can open the right door in order to understand someone. Understanding someone means helping them help their own selves. You just need to listen, not only to their words, but to their actions too. Anyways, I finished about the understanding part. Now I'm going to go to the tolerance one. So if talking about tolerance and tolerability, even though they seem like the same words, they mean different things. The tolerability being a related term of tolerance. I mean, as nouns, the difference between them is the fact that like the quality or state of being tolerable, while tolerance is basically the ability to endure pain, but not only physically, also mentally. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Valencia.
Anybody else who would like to share?
Hi, I would also love to say something. I'm Mirella from Orizont. I haven't got the chance to introduce myself.
Oh, God.
No, this is Donna Olga. She's the director at Drunk. Like, not sure how to say it in English properly. In our school, she's also the psychologist in our school. So what I want to say is that tolerance is actually pretty important for us because it makes possible for people to coexist peacefully. And it is the basis for a fair society in which everyone can lead their lives as they wish. Tolerance is the virtue that makes peace possible. Tolerance allows people the liberty and personal freedom of self-determination. And it promotes the free exchange of ideas, including criticism and debate of public policy, in the interest of people. And whatever difference we might have, tolerating others' opinion is very important for a functioning society, and not to judge them and let them have the right on their opinion. And that should be always respected. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great answer.
Okay, so Celine, what did they say? Can you wrap up some of the...
Wow, everyone was expressing their opinion and saying what they think about the topic. I was actually writing down a few keywords. You may have seen me looking down. I was not looking at my feet or something. Some important key points that I would like to underline. To understand someone is to feel what they're thinking and feeling and why they feel and think that way. People often keep themselves closed. Understanding them and tolerating them is a way for them to express themselves. Tolerability and tolerance, there's a clear difference, and each one of you expressed it very clearly. Tolerability is the ability to tolerate, while tolerance is the quality itself. A tolerant person accepts others. Tolerance is key to having a better school. Tolerance is important in creating relationships. Without tolerance, we lose humanity. Tolerance is a necessary virtue for peace. I would like to thank everyone who took part in this question. And I think we should move on to the next one.
Yes, yes. Can you ask the second question, please?
Yes. How do we detect tolerance? Which person can we call tolerant? Describe a tolerant person. Well, do we start with Romania this time?
Yes, we can start with Romania this time.
So I would like someone from Romania to start.
Can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we can detect tolerance by a person's reactions, actions, words, nonverbal communication. Also, tolerance can also be seen in collaboration or activities. People that are tolerant can stand out because resilience, which is also a synonym for tolerance, it is not a common trait. So you'll stand out of the crowd and be more unique. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Someone else?
From Romania?
Yes.
Can you describe tolerant person, please?
What? Can you please repeat?
Okay, I will repeat the question. How do we detect tolerance? Which person can we call tolerant? Describe a tolerant person.
I think my mom is one of the most tolerant persons in the world. She supports every idea I have, everything I do. Even I make a mistake, she tolerates it and she helps me to go through it. And she is the definition of tolerance. I think every mother is the definition of tolerance.
I'm so happy to hear that. You have a great point.
Thank you.
Next.
Anybody else from Romania? If there's no one else who would like to speak
Daria,
from Romania,
Daria.
she just spoke. She's the person who
Okay,
spoke.
sorry.
Yeah.
This is Daria.
Then
Okay.
let's move on to Moldova. Would anybody from Moldova like to share their opinion?
Yes, could I talk?
Yes, of course.
So I think that a tolerant person is a smart person because we need to realize that each and every one of us is a different person with different dreams, different hopes, different aspirations. Yes. So sometimes in order to achieve a good result, you need to be tolerant with someone else because some things that they might do, you might not like, but it's not your, but the goal is to have a good end product. And being tolerant doesn't mean being mean, it means being good, means making it so that it's a win-win situation, no matter the circumstances. A tolerant person knows what they want, and a tolerant person can control themselves because there's, in order to be tolerant, you need to know how to control your emotions so that you don't just explode or erupt and say things that you then regret saying.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you specified some points that had to be cleared up. Anybody else from Moldova?
Could I?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think a tolerant person is the person who is very open to new ways of thinking and new ideas. And a person's religion or race or politics vision should not define if they're heard or not. However, I think there's a line between listening and spreading hate speech, for example. So a tolerant person would never do hate crimes in that way. And I also think it's very important for us not to be stuck in that small circle of ideas that we're comfortable with. And we should rather listen to all types of opinions to be more informed and to know how to respond to specific situations, to improve our personal development and so on and so forth. So yeah.
I'm really glad you mentioned those because they're often overseen. Thank you so much. Anybody else from Moldova? If there's no...
Oana talked. Yes, this is Oana. She just talked. I didn't listen.
I can say it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I should mostly stick and talk about emotional tolerance because, detecting physical tolerance is based on tests, whereas like the emotional one goes way deeper. So how we detect tolerance then? We need to understand the person first, the type, its way of thinking. We need to observe a person, to listen to him. And if we're talking about a tolerant person, well, I think we can't put it under a general term, because it depends a lot on the subject and, of course, on the environment the person is. But in some words, a tolerant person is someone who doesn't get angry quickly, someone who understands their own souls so they could understand the others. That could be a quick description of a tolerant person.
Thank you for talking about the different types of tolerance. That's a great answer. Anybody else from Moldova?
I can add something.
Yes, of course.
I think a tolerant person should always
be attentive to everyone's minds. Like we can detect people like that in school, at work, like in the environment we see ourselves in every single day. And they show strength in what they can deal with different opinions and perspectives, and they don't put their opinions above others, because this is the baddest mistake a person can do. And every one of us can be a tolerant person if they respect the perspective of others, religions, culture, everything that's about a person. And yeah, everyone should have the right to an opinion without getting judged.
Thank you so much. Thank you for talking about the mistakes people make when trying to be tolerant. Shall we move on to Bulgaria? Would anybody from Bulgaria like to say their opinion on this matter?
Yes, can I? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I think I fixed my microphone. So, how do we detect tolerance? Tolerance can be detected through conversations or actions. Tolerance can be seen via the ability to not only simply go against one's beliefs, since it clashes with your own, but question the person and understand their point of view. So, and a tolerant person we can call a person that doesn't like go against everyone, and just like everybody has an opinion on someone, and maybe at some point we should be tolerant to ourselves, because like if somebody goes against us, like, and calls us like for example, I'm going to give an example, stupid or something, and then sometimes we just feel like maybe I am stupid, and from there we just like we don't have tolerance for each other, so for ourselves.
Thank you for explaining that. That's a really good point. Anybody else from Bulgaria?
I can go.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, so a tolerant person for me is, for example, a person who would never get mad at you for no reason, that is, for example, not important to them or in general. Someone who would help you instead of shouting at you, or someone that will listen to you instead of telling you what to do. At some point of our lives, we all have to tolerate something. We can't always get what we want, so it will be very useful and helpful, not only for the people around us, but also to ourselves if we are more tolerant. We need tolerance in our lives, because if we're not tolerant to the people around us, we will most likely suffer. Because if you don't tolerate others, others won't tolerate you. So if you make a mistake, you will get a lot of, not hate, but yeah, kind of. That's it.
Okay, thank you for talking about the consequences of intolerance, as they usually affect all of us greatly and negatively, unfortunately. Anybody else who would like to speak on this topic?
Can I say my opinion?
Yes, go ahead.
I think that tolerance is an important concept that helps people to live together peacefully. To be tolerant means that you accept other people's opinions and preferences, even when they live in a way that you don't agree with. Tolerance also means that you don't put your opinion above others, even though you know that you're right. Tolerant people show strength in that they can deal with different opinions and perspectives. For example, if you let your roommate play the same old music, like 18 musics over and over, and don't say anything, you're probably a very tolerant person.
Thank you for sharing your opinion. Anybody else? If that was all, then we can move on to the third question.
Before we go to the third question, I want to very quickly summarize what you have said. I took a few notes, not too much, but they were really great ideas. one of you said that tolerant people are smart. Okay, you have to be smart to be tolerant. Stupid people, sorry, they are not tolerant, because smart people realize the difference between you and the other people. Like, we are not all same. You realize that there's a difference. Thinking that everybody is the same is not a good way of thinking. Another person said it's controlling your emotions. Like when you see something that is not nice for you, maybe it's nice for others, but you need to learn how to control your emotions. One of you also said that being tolerant is also being open to new things. Like you see something and you don't show intolerance immediately. That means you are open to new things. And one of you also said that before you make any judgment, it's also very important to observe the person and see why they are doing this, and then make a judgment. Without observing and taking care of or watching carefully what they are doing, you might be intolerant and it can have negative consequences. Another of you mentioned about respecting other religions. We are not all the same. I have a question. If everybody liked the same food, liked the same color, had the same skin color, spoke the same language, do you think the world would be a nice place to live? No, it won't be a nice place to live. So the diversity is something good. It enriches our life. And because of the diversity, you don't have to be intolerant. Thank you very much. And let's continue with the third question. This time we are going to start with Moldova.
Yeah.
Yes, Moldova.
Yes, we're starting with Moldova.
Why is tolerance so important to you and to us? What other virtues and values can you associate with it? Yes, Moldova?
Can I start?
Start with this question, please.
Yes. Okay, so why is tolerance so important to us? Well, tolerance is a base, the fundament of a society. So let's take a scenario, a world without tolerance. Basically, it's gonna be a world that we can't live in it. It's gonna feel like a constant war, a war that we might not really see, but we'll definitely feel it. I mean, all that anger, all that hatred, like I think everyone is just gonna live in such a hateful life, and all we're gonna think about is the fact that we need more, we need peace, So I guess it's really, really important for a world to have tolerance, especially for us to feel inner peace and peace with everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
May I?
Yes, please.
I agree with what my colleague said. I also think that tolerance is the foundation of our society, but it's also foundation of technology, of our scientific development, because think about it. As we said, each and every person is different. Therefore, each and every person could bring a new idea to a project. Now, for every new project, for every new idea, a team of people had to work on that. And if those people weren't tolerant with each other, that project wouldn't have happened. And we would have lived into a society that would be far less developed than the one we're living in right now. And I think that's a very good example to what my colleague said, that tolerance is one of the most important ideas and abilities that a successful and smart person should develop.
Thank you so much for your answer. Anybody else who would like to share their opinion on this topic?
Yeah, I can.
Go ahead.
So I think that tolerance is about respecting other people as equal citizens. Even though disagreements about our values and beliefs are inevitable, we need to learn how to maintain mutual respect and towards others as fellow human beings. Tolerance is placed within moral domain relating fairness, justice, and respect, avoiding harm to others. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's a great answer. Anybody else from Moldova?
Bianca?
Yeah, I just answered.
Oh, sorry, I just came. I thought you want to talk now.
Yeah, I just answered.
Okay, thank you. Close. Anybody else from Moldova?
I think tolerance is equal to peace, because as long as I feel like everyone should be able to share their opinions, but as long as one's opinion affects another human's being's safety or existence, I feel like then it's when it becomes a problem. But till then, till that point, tolerance means empathy, tolerance means peace, means acceptance in every way, shape, or form. And that's about tolerance, in my opinion.
Thank you. Can we continue with Bulgaria now? Bulgaria?
Yeah,
Bulgaria. Can we ask someone from Bulgaria? Emma?
All right.
You there? Yes, please. What do you think?
Well, I think someone left. Okay. I think tolerance is about understanding the other person, and you may not agree with their opinion, but if we lived in a world where people weren't tolerant, there would be a lot more problems than there are in our world right now. And I think that tolerance is important because, for example, you may like fictional books and someone else may like historical books. You may not agree with their opinion, but you tolerate it and you respect their opinion. That's my opinion.
Thank you, Emma. Very good point. Next, anybody else from Bulgaria? From Plovdiv? From Sofia?
Can I answer?
Yes, please.
Tolerance and being tolerant to other people is important because social tolerance is an important part of an advanced society, and it supports economic development, diversity, humanity, and most important, mental and emotional well-being. Without tolerance and harmony, the lasting peace of societies cannot be maintained, and loyalty for each other cannot be established. Loyalty is born from feelings of love and affection. At a personal level, the feelings of love strengthens the feelings of loyalty. Tolerance is the virtue that makes peace possible. Tolerance allows people the liberty and personal freedom of self-determination. Toleration promotes the free exchange of ideas, including criticism and debate of public policy in the interest of the people. Tolerance as a value means respecting and appreciating the culture of others. Tolerance is mutual respect through mutual understanding. Those who know how to appreciate the good in people and situations have tolerance. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Besma. Any other opinions from Bulgaria? Who wants to say something about this question? Why is it so important? If not, we can continue to Romania.
I can talk, but I said already for the last question why I think it's important. Should I say again?
Yes, please.
Okay, I think that tolerance is very important because if you tolerate people, they will tolerate you back. And if we get more more people who are tolerant, then the world would basically be a better place. Also, the other part of the question, what other virtues and values can you associate with? I also said in the beginning that I think understanding and tolerance are very close. They don't have a similar meaning if you look at them separately, but together they kind of overlap each other. Yeah, that's it.
That's a great answer. Anybody else who would like to speak from Bulgaria?
Okay. Everybody talked about this question?
Has Romania talked yet? I don't think.
Romania?
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to talk from Romania? Yes, Victor.
May I talk?
What do you think?
Yeah. Tolerance is important because in order to form a good and peaceful community, you need to tolerate others' mistakes. Like a person's vision, opinion, race, or religion shouldn't be a way to judge a person, because we need to understand that person and their point of view. And we need to tolerate others' mistakes, because everyone should respect and tolerate others, no matter where they're from. Not a lot of people in my school are tolerant, and I think we need to change this fact and forgive more, and put yourself in that person's shoes before judging or getting mad and try to help fix the mistake they did. We need tolerance because it will be your turn to make a mistake, and you'll see how important tolerance is. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Victor. Anybody else from Romania?
Can I see?
Talk? Yes. Daria?
As I said earlier, tolerance is important to have a good relationship with the person next to you. I think we all know that everyone has different ideas, and two people can be the same. And I think if we cannot tolerate the person next to us, we shouldn't expect the person to tolerate us. I think tolerance is one of the best things to know before talking to a new person and a person you knew before, because we have all different ideas and different views and expectings about life and different situations. And I think we should listen to everything, to every idea a person can have, because we are with some portions of every idea we can make the best idea and the best solution for everything.
Thank you, Daria. Thank you for your opinions. Any other student who wants to talk?
I could say.
Yes, Irina from Cluj.
Yes. As I said before, tolerance is crucial. We cannot coexist if we do not show any emotions. And humans are an emotional beings, so we respond better to kind words. Even if we are very different in many ways, emotion is one of the main common aspects of our life. We respond to love, to empathy, compassion, and tolerance is a combination between emotions and characteristics. Its main emotions really are empathy, compassion, respect, but tolerance is also the first step in maturing, even gaining emotional responsibility, but also maturing, like becoming an adult, having the social skills we need in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Irina. Anybody else from Romania who didn't speak and wants to talk about this third question? There's a cat who wants to talk.
No, that's the person who just talked.
Okay, now we are going to the fourth question, but I have an idea. The fourth question is to discuss and formulate the tolerance rules, and we would like to put you in breakout rooms. We are going to create 3 breakout rooms, and you are going to discuss with the people in that room and formulate and write, let's say, 5 formula, doesn't matter, 5, 6, doesn't matter, rules for tolerance, okay? Mr. Chowdhury is going to create the...
All right.
So you will just, we have 3 rooms, just pick one room. We will have 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I want to invite you back to the main room, and one person, one presenter from each room is going to tell us what rules they have written down, that they have agreed on the tolerance, okay? Is it clear? Does it make sense, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay. We didn't plan anything, just randomly you can go to room 1, 2, 3, or 4, but we don't want all the Romanians to be in one room, Bulgaria in another room. We want to mix, so you can go to room 1, 2, or 3 randomly and see if there are too many Moldovans, go to another room. Or Mr. Chowdhury, you want to assign? Or okay, we will assign then. Room 1, okay, room 2, room 3, you are going, bye-bye. Room 1, room 2, room 3, room 1. Who's still here? Room
Very
2.
few people.
Me.
Room 3. Room 1. Room 2. Room 3. Room 1. Room 3. Okay. Everybody is gone. Now we can go, Mr. Chowdhury, to the rooms and... you are in the room. He's already in a room, yes?
We just wait 5 minutes and then we close our rooms and then everyone's gonna be together.
But we can go in to the rooms and listen to what they are discussing.
We should give them peace. We should give them peace, in my opinion.
Bulgaria, Cluj, Moldova. For example, this group is good. You see? Bulgaria, Cluj, Moldova.
Yeah.
Here, Moldova, Bulgaria, Romania. Good.
That's good.
Here, Moldova, Romania, Moldova, Bulgaria is good.
Yeah.
Romania, it's mixed. It's going on? Yes. Okay. We can meet ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
can go into the last breakout room. Room 1.
Room 1, I haven't been here. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Here is the most, no, here's 6 people. Here's 5.
That's okay.
Hello again.
Hello.
Seems that it's just us.
Okay, welcome back. We gave 1 more minute for the others. Ruxandra, what are you eating? Mi-e foame. Mi-e foame.
Ce mănânc aici? Popcake. Some Turkish popcake.
Ah, și mi-e foame.
Și mie.
Multe sărbători, domnul Nedim.
Poftim?
Sărbătorii lui domnul Nedim.
Domnul Nedim, vă cheamă domnul Samir.
Cine este domnul Nedim? English, please.
Domnul de aici.
He's there. Hello.
Mr. Faruk. Mr. Faruk used to be my teacher, my science teacher.
Oh,
yes.
I was his teacher, but I don't look so old, do I?
No, you don't.
We are friends. He's joking. We are friends.
Congratulations, Mr. Faruk, for what you're doing.
Thank you very much. Okay.
I'm glad to see you. Bye. Take care.
Me too. Bye. Close all rooms. Okay, let's close the rooms. We said 1 minute, finished, yes?
Alexandra speaking here still.
You can just close it now.
Hi.
Welcome back to everybody.
You can ask room representative to say their
All right. I hope all of you have chosen a representative. We would like to start with room number 1. Representative, please speak out and tell us what 5 or 6 rules you have configured with your group.
Okay, thank you so much. We decided to put like respect, to be respected, like we need to respect the person who takes part in a conversation. Second one, try to understand what others are saying, like understand to be understood. Understood, yeah, to be understood. I'm sorry. 3, defend your opinion tactfully, looking for the best arguments. 4th one, be fair, ready to accept the other person's right. And 5th one, strive to take into account the interests of others. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alexandra.
All right, ready to move on to representative of room number 2. Could you please,
Yeah, so we actually made a text where we expressed our opinions, and I have it on my phone, so I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so set your view aside and listen to the person which you are tolerating without judging them and try to see through their perspective. We have empathy and compassion. Even though we practice tolerance every day, not every person deserves your tolerance and tolerability. And sometimes you can voice your opinion in the right setting, like for example, if you're having a debate.
Thank you, Bianca.
Thank you, that was great.
Thank you, Bianca. And the third room?
Finally.
Yeah, we've written 5 rules and I'll read it to you guys. So the first rule is respect the interlocutor. The second rule is you'll get like better teamwork skills if you tolerate others. The third rule is to try to understand what others are saying and try to understand them.
Okay.
The fourth rule is be fair and ready to accept the other person's rights, because everyone has some rights and you need to respect them. And 5 is cultural appreciation. Like, doesn't matter where you're from, you need to appreciate each other's culture and encourage cultural stuff. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Victor. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. That was the last question of today's forum. Before we end, I would like to say a few quotes by the United Nations. Intolerance can be unlearned. Tolerance and mutual respect have to be learned. As well as no Muslim, no Jew, no Christian, no Buddhist, no one who is true to the principles of any of the world's faiths, no one who claims a cultural, national, or religious identity based on values such as truth, decency, and justice can be neutral in the fight against intolerance.
Thank you, Celine. Thank you, Celine.
Thank
Our
you.
Deputy Principal, Mr. Chavdaro, shared with me some photos. We would like to share them with you. It is from today's activity, and Celine is going to explain what is it about.
Today at Drujba School, we decided to celebrate this amazing holiday by bringing together students of different cultures. We pride on ourselves with the fact that we have very different races who attend our school: Chinese, Syrian, Arabic, Turkish, as well as many others, and Romanian. Here are some photos from the event that took place. People dressed up in their country's traditional clothing. On the next picture, we can see that the students actually cooked food representative of their country.
Okay, I think these are all the photos. Mr. Chavdaro, do you have more? Or these are good quality photos. Not because I am in these photos, but because of the camera.
It's both.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for participating. It was a very, I think, a nice activity together with students from different countries, but we all focused on tolerance and to live together and to end wars. We don't want to have a hectic country. We don't want to have problems in the world, and children from different countries can come together, talk and be friends, and there is no reason to have wars or crimes. Or thank you very much for your contributions. We have noted them down and we are going to share these with our community, and I hope that you are also going to share these wonderful ideas from different people with your community, with the students from your school, with the teachers, and with the broader community of your schools. Thank you very much, and hope to see you at another event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you for your participation.
Have a nice night.
Thank
Bye.
you too.
Благодаря. Leave the meeting.